right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating in the backfield and making something happen.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They move on top here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wyoming handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, running back gets to give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll keep it himself. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Using his legs, it's Welch. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
The give to the tailback. Still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, considering how well they're running it right now, why don't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play calling.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Back to throw, it's King. Looking left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets the 1st down. It's a seam wide open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Trying to run it in. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And this one splits the uprights. Guys, final minute of play, and we are all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Taking it the other way. And a great effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got more football ahead. So here comes our first play of overtime. Snagged in the middle. It's Smalls. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Oh, the ball squirts out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The short hands. It's Alexander. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Sticks it in his belly. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
They'll set up for this chip shot that would win the game. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. They'll try to walk it off with a chip shot field goal here in overtime. Boom. And he drops the curtain. Lights out. Game-winning field goal in overtime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. what a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.